Hello guys, and today we're doing episode 2 of the Forza 6, wish list thing. Oh shit, what did I click on? And today I'll be just messing around with a new car, which is one of my favourite cars. I've already got owned one, but I mean, this is one of my new favourite cars recently. Like, I've kind of fallen in love with it. R32. So yeah. Phew. So today we're talking more about tuning. Last episode, if you missed it, we talked about painting, and that'll be on like a link on the screen or in the description if you on mobile, so you can go and check out what I thought about the paint aspect of it. But today I want to talk about tuning. Now, a lot of people. Sorry, I yawned there. I yawned. A lot of people are probably like now looking at the video and going, "Wait, what? What? There's nothing wrong with tuning." Now, I'm not necessarily saying there's something wrong with tuning. That's not what I'm saying at all. No, what I'm saying is I think it can be improved. Now, since we have had the same tuning, same tuning setup for the last God knows how many years, 2007 was it? So we're talking like nearly 8 years now. 8 years of the same tuning. I mean, it's great. I mean, not many people really complain about it, but I mean, like, I think they could do more with it. For this reason alone, I decided to try and come up with ways to improve it. So, first of all, I'm pretty sure that everyone will agree that there needs to be more variant between the two. So you need to have a more variant for the what's it called? Ride height. This is one thing that's always annoyed me. Cars never look as low as I want them to on this game. Now I know this is a racing game, it won't come in handy and blah, blah, blah. I don't care. If I want a car low, I want a car low, and it's not offering me a very low option, and I feel like that in itself is annoying. Now, this could be done for everything. I think that camber could be more. We could go extreme on everything really, but I mean, as far as I can tell, we just could do with a little more lenience and everything. Also, I think should be added to the tuning setup is if you have 4-wheel drive, you should be able to choose between the front and rear, because I know a lot of cars nowadays they have like this cool setup that basically says it measures your weight of the car and it takes that into account around a corner, and then as you go around the corner it applies more power to the different wheels. You should be allowed to either have that on like a marker, so you're like, oh yeah, I want a bit more of this, a bit more of this lenient movement, or a bit less of it. As far as I can tell, drifters do not want that. Even though I know drifters don't come to 4-wheel drive, but I guarantee you if you added a option that allows you to change how much power goes to the front and back wheels, a bit more lenient, and the torque aspect, which it kind of works, but I mean, we're going to what I think we should do with 4-wheel drive more in the later episode. But yeah, as far as I can tell, it's alright, but what I'm suggesting mainly, and I'm going to go into it when I go into tune setup now, is you see all this. This is all beautiful. It works, but it's a bit We've got to the point where we kind of know what we're doing with it. Everyone kind of understands it, and it's a bit simple. I think personally, like you've got a couple of sliders. I think they should have an option where they're allowed to go into advanced. So let's say right now you press Y. Now Y doesn't do anything right now, so it's completely available. You press Y, and it opens up the advanced options for the alignment. So you actually get to like, just go into more detail. I don't know really how you do it. Like maybe it adds like a computer setup onto the side of it. The menu moves a bit more to the left, and you play around with what it'll do with the car, because you can't really see what it does with the car. And it has like the benchmark there next to it as well, and then it has a dynamo machine, what the fuck, the dyno machine just showing you what it'll be like on the dyno machine, and maybe it has like a computer like thing where a computer simulator to show how your car might handle in a corner. Also with like more precise, because I know 3.4, 3.5, I know that seems pretty precise, but as far as I can tell, it doesn't really do much. You have to move it at least 10 for it to work. So I'd love a bit more precise movements, I personally think. Also, I think the sliders can be a bit, like, I don't know. I feel like stuff like 50 and 100% don't really do it any justice. Like braking force 50, 100%. You know, the stiffness at 11.2 doesn't really have much meaning, because it didn't have it. Look, it doesn't have anything there. I mean, in that it says LB inch, and then, well, there you go, anti-roll bars again. Some of them don't have measurements, and some of them do, and it's like, I feel like a lot of people would benefit if they actually got the choice in what, you know, they felt like was necessary. So I just thought that maybe adding a more advanced system to the game might benefit a lot of the drifters out there, a lot of the drag racers out there. You know how much drag racers love to do their fine tuning on their you know, the gear ratios. So I'm just trying to come up with the best solution for the most amount of people when I think of these ideas. And then if you missed yesterday's episode, I actually came up with an idea for an app, like a Forza Windows Phone / Apple phone / Android phone app that basically it lets you do all your things on the go. You pick a car, and I'm not going to explain what the paint aspect does. You can go back and watch that video. But in this respect, the tuning respect, you could literally tune on a touchscreen. Now, this would make it a lot easier when you're waiting in lobbies, maybe, or like if you're on the bus and you just go, oh wait, no, I can do this to it. And if you add the advanced settings there, then you have like all the what it will do to the car. Well, so you don't actually have to drive it until you necessarily, you know, get home, and you can find out what it will do in that situation without even having to drive it, which I think would really benefit a lot as well. I don't know. I mean, it's obviously quite a difficult topic to talk about, really, the tuning, because there is a lot right with it right now. Like, there's a lot right with it. Like, the reason why they haven't changed it is because Formula works, but with the upcoming issues of, like, four-wheel drive cars with their stability thing that I told you about, where the power goes to the amount of pressure on each wheel, or the four-wheel drive systems being a lot more capable these days, launch control being a thing, maybe you could tune your launch control, I don't know. And then if I go in my upgrades episode, I'm just going to tell you one of the things that I've had. It's the steering. It's to do with the steering, like how far the steering goes. Maybe that could become a tuning. A lot of the things I talk about co-depend on a lot of the other things, so make sure to stick around for other episodes, as you'll see how it all links together. Yeah, that's just an idea that I had. I think with obviously project cars coming out, their tuning system is going to be vastly crazier for like F1 cars and all that. So it's going to be like incredibly precise. It's going to have all the computers that you see in F1, and same with Le Mans, and the fuel consumption. It's all going to go down to process tire wear, everything. You know, it's all going to be there. So I mean, they actually have like wet tires, dry tires, and all that. And they have like proper weather and all that. I'm just trying to configure everything. Maybe you put a drift setup on wet rain that has less camber, and when it goes into rain, it automatically sets it for you. Like you have an automatic tune ready for it. Or maybe I don't know. You have this tuning setup that as soon as you get into the race, maybe you can configure it while you're there, like two-stage tuning, where let's say you're in this setup right now, and then all of a sudden downpour happens. why it's called sudden. And let's say you press select, if you're not using rewind. Wait, is Y rewind? No, select is rewind. I don't know, the button that's currently not in use, like maybe one of the D-pads or something, you can actually change between the two setups, and if you're going slow enough, it just, maybe it raises the suspension a bit higher or something. I don't know, I'm just thinking out loud. Also, it comes into another aspect which I'm going to go on to, multiplayer, and it's going to link into the cars, so make sure to stick around for that. But tomorrow's episode is none of those things. Tomorrow's episode is the community. Now, this is going to be a very, very long episode tomorrow, so make sure to come and stick around for that, as I might even get Orion in talking about what we think should happen to the Forza community and how they could improve their, interaction with the community. Anyway, hello, thank you guys for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video as much as I've enjoyed making it. If you did enjoy it, make sure to hit that like button, leave a rate, comment down below, and as always, guys, I will see you in the next one. Yeah, this car's taking a battering. I haven't really been paying attention to it, to be honest. I might just fiddle around with it as soon as this video ends. Anyway, if you missed yesterday's video, it'll be in the description. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.